Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Is anyone here? Let's see what we got here. All right. So I guess I'll just wait for people to enter. Send out the invites. Waiting for a few students now. And we'll sit here and wait for a minute or two. See what we got going on before we begin. Give it maybe a couple more minutes before people start to come and check it out. It's going to be a class, but let's get some students in the class. All right, great. So he says 3 people watching right now. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm still waiting for a student to come in. Let's see. I give her about 1 more minute, and then if she doesn't show up, we'll go ahead and get started. Guess she's going to be a little bit late. So once again, if everybody can hear me, welcome, welcome. Got 3 people watching right now. Good. Okay, so today's going to be a free basic class in Espanol. I have a few topics I want to cover. And let's see, let me go ahead by start listing the topics here. So we're going to cover a few phrases, what we could say idioms, a few verb conjugation, and tener que. Verb conjugation in the present. Let's see. Present tense. Verb conjugation. Tener que. And don't translate word by word. You lose a lot when you do that. Don't translate word by word. And let's see. Again, this is a free class presented. We start to present this every week by Andalus Learning. And I see someone says, hola, 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 ¿cómo estás? But this is what we're going to have here. We're going to have present tense verb conjugation, tener que, and don't translate word by word. Because, of course, if you translate word by word, you get lost in translation. Got to get a new set of glasses without the reflectors on it because it reflects my eyes from the screen. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, so 3 people watching now. All right. So we have people watching. And as we're going in, just feel free to put your comments or questions here in the comment section. All right. So why don't we go ahead and begin? Basic verb conjugation. Everybody wants to say, oh, you don't need to worry about learning verb conjugation, but yes, you do. Why? Because you want to know who did what or who said what in a conversation. It's not that easy, but it is easy if you focus. So let's take a word here. Somebody give me a verb to conjugate. Let's start off with basic verbs. So regular verbs. Anybody? Okay. If not, I'll start off with the verb I like the best, hablar, which means to speak. If you know it, say it. Right, hablar, to speak. So now we have to have our verb endings, because I don't say yo hablar. I don't say yo hablar. I don't say to hablar. No, I don't say that. We don't do that. No. So we got to know who is saying what. So we focus on the endings. Just like in English, we change the conjugation of the ending of the verb. Okay, so look. So we start off with the root verb, hablar. Then we dropped it, a-ere, and we have ab. So we have to add the ending according to the pronoun. Right. Let's take a look. Yo hablo. You see that? Tú hablas. Now, if I make a mistake in the type, it's okay. I apologize. I don't profess to be a perfect typer. I profess to be a Spanish teacher and speaker. Okay. Let's see here. Then we have ella, usted habla. So you see the endings are changing? Right. Nosotros hablamos. I'm not going to do vosotros form. Vosotros de España. Not too many people travel to España, but if you want to know it, you can learn it on your own. So, ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. Okay, so I speak. Yo hablo, no? So, how do you say I speak Spanish? How do you say a Spanish? Español, no? Let's see. Español. All right, so the proper name is called Castellano, but here they say Español to refer to the major language that people speak here in the Western Hemisphere called Español. But that's another story. All right, so Español. Now, how do you say I speak Spanish? Yo hablo Español. See? Uh-huh. So, how do you say a little? Un poco. A little. Un poco. Okay. So, how do you say I speak a little Spanish? You. Okay. So, yo hablo un poquito español. poco, perdón, un poco español. So as we see, we have to worry about the changing of the endings so we know who does what. Because if we don't change the endings, we don't know who is doing what, and we're lost in translation. All right. Let's see. We have about 10 people watching now. 11. Good, good, good. All right. So why don't you try to, yes, you can say, yo hablo español un poco. That is correct. You can say that. Question was, can you say yo hablo español un poco? Yes, you can say that. You can say yo hablo español un poco. So let me show you something. If you have a laptop with a number pad on it, let's show you how you say, I'm sorry, how you can use your Alt key. So you have Alt plus 164. Hold down the Alt, type 164. And that gives you, at this point in your career of learning Spanish, you must learn to write the Alt key codes because they could become important. It's a matter of difference between el and el, which of course we know mean two different things. All right. So now that's AR verb. See how I did the AR verb? Edit verb with the endings. So now I'm going to give you another edit verb. I want you to see if you can conjugate it yourself, okay? Caminar, meaning to walk. Caminar. Let's see. Someone try to conjugate that verb. Let's see what we got. How do you say? How do you say? Let's see here. How do you say? How do you say? In Spanish, okay. ¿Cómo se dice? That means how do you say? ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice? I'm going to be doing a lot speaking more than writing. I'll do some writing too, of course, or texting, sending messages, but it's better for you to hear it because if you learn to read and write all day and night, I've been finding a lot of people say, yeah, I speak Spanish, and then they learn to read and write all day and night. Then when I speak to them, they're like, wait a minute. You're not speaking Spanish. Okay, I'm not speaking Spanish. I'm speaking Colombian. All right. All right. Good, good. Looks like we get that part down. We understand how to conjugate the verb. Good. Yes, please, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing this every week, free class. Let's see. I did invite a student to, I guess she didn't get the invite. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and invite another student, see if they want to join in on the class. Give me 1 second here while I do that. All right. Some of my students, I'm not going to invite because this is a basic class and they don't need it. So it would be I want to see people in the class who are on the level so they can, encourage other people who may be on the same level as them. I don't want to have someone in the class is going to make it too easy. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So we got it. Now we can make a few words or phrases. Every time we learn something new, a new word, we want to make phrases with it. We just don't want to learn the word itself and drop it at that. So we want to learn a few phrases with new verbs. So we got caminar, meaning to walk. Yo camino a la tienda. I walk to the store. We have comprar, another added verb, meaning to buy. Right, so conjugate that verb, comprar, to buy. Let's see, abrazar, to hug. Big D, hola Big D, hola Big D, qué más, parce? Dime a ver. Okay, let's see. Now, we also have verbs that fall into other categories, such as ere verbs. Ere verbs. So, those are the verbs that end in ere, like correr, meaning to run. We have, let's see, comer, meaning to eat. And we do the same formula, but different endings. Let me show you. So let's go with comer, my favorite, to eat. Yo como. Yo como. Tú comes. Él, ella, usted come. Nosotros comemos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes comen. Okay, so now we have comer, to eat. We see the endings. Now, let's see you conjugate correr, correr. Correr, meaning to run, correr. Okay. Necesito trabajar en mi español. Bien hecho, Big D. You're in the right lugar. Estás en el lugar. Estás en el lugar correcto para aprender y trabajar también. Good, good. So, how do we say to the store? A la tienda. How do we say she runs to the store? Or we run to the store? See what we have. Okay. The conjugation is good. El, ella, usted. Oh, almost. Let's take a look here. We don't want to say el, ella, usted, corro, pero it's el, ella, usted, corre. El, ella, usted, corre. Right. Corre, nosotros corremos, ellos, ellas, usted, corren. Now, how do we say to the store? She says, we run to the store. They run to the store. We run to the store. They run to the store. So those are two. We run to the store. They run to the store. And we have another category called the e-edit verbs. I'm going to say it in Spanish because that's what you're here to speak Spanish, right? Right. I teach English here in Colombia. And the funny thing is, they learning English, but most of the teachers don't speak Spanish to them in the class. They speak it to them in English, instructions in English. Imagine that. So, and they learn to speak English with majority English teachers speaking English to them and not Spanish. So, it can be done. If you don't speak the language, you can be taught in the language. It can be done. Okay, so let me see. Y verbos. That is vivir. To live. Es vivir. Right. Well, let's look at the endings for y verbs. Yo vivo. Tú vives. Él, ella, usted vive. Nosotros vivimos. And of course, ellos, ellas, ustedes viven. Okay, so how do you say in? In. In. So now, I want everyone to tell me where they live in Spanish. Tell me where you live in Spanish. Let's see, everybody tell me where you live in Spanish. Waiting on you. I'm not asking for your address, just, major city. Okay. So, ella corrió a la tienda significa she ran to the store. Yes, that is it. That's pretérito, past tense. But right now, we're not doing past tense. We do present tense right now. This is a basic class, basic. I want people to be comfortable. I don't want to try to overwhelm them. I've seen a lot of teachers who overwhelm students and frustrates them. We don't want to do that. Not here, no. And Andalus learning, we don't do that. No. Good. Yo vivo en Nueva York. Yo vivo en California. Bien hecho. Okay, so looks like we understand basic verb conjugation, right? No? Sí, quizás. Yo vivo en Atlanta. Bien hecho. Yo viví en Atlanta. Ahora yo vivo en Colombia. Bien hecho. Muy bien hecho. Ok. Yo vivo en Cali, Colombia. Hermano, tengo que volver a Cali. Tengo que volver a Cali, hermano. Aquí estoy atrapado, encerrado en Cúcuta. Hace calor y a mí no me gusta aquí para nada. Tengo que volver. But unfortunately, I can't get a flight out right now. But it's okay. I'll just have to wait it out, right? It's okay. All right. So we got it. So we understand present verb conjugation, right? Good. Yo vivo en Cali, Colombia. Yo vivo en Atlanta. Good. All right. So I want to look at two important verbs. Why is it important? Because this is the first thing that you need to know to tell people what you have and to tell people what you want. So let's look at the verb to want. Querer. Let's look at it. Querer. To want. Querer. significa to want, right? So this is un verbo irregular. Un verbo irregular. So we have to be careful with irregular verbs because sometimes they don't fall into the same pattern. You know, they kind of dodgy. They're very dodgy. So, but anyway, let's look at it. Yo quiero. Tú quieres. Of course, él, ella, usted quiere. Then we have nosotros queremos. So what happens with nosotros? Tell you what happens with nosotros. Nosotros jumps back to regular. Most verbs with nosotros are going to be regular. Regular. We have ellos, ellas, ustedes quieren. So what makes querer irregular? What makes querer irregular? Porque querer es un verbo irregular. Okay? Just look at it. What changed? What got a little freaky with it, you know? All right, all right. Right, exactly. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Uh-huh. Exactly, bien hecho, bien hecho. Muy bien hecho, muy bien hecho, muy bien hecho. Muy bien hecho. Muy bien hecho, muy bien hecho. Uh-huh. So, we know how to say want. Now, let's tell people things that we want. We may be thirsty, quizás tenemos mucho sed, y we want water. Yo quiero agua. Yo quiero agua. See what I mean about wants are important? Tell them what you want. Yo quiero agua. And that means I want water, right? So tell me some things that some people want. She wants a puppy for her birthday. Oh, she wants a puppy. Okay. Ella quiere un cachorro. Ella quiere un cachorro. Okay. Okay. All right. So now there's another one important to tell what you have, because if you already have it, you don't want them to give you the same thing, right? Okay. Tener. El verbo tener. Tener, meaning to have. And again, ella quiere dinero. Yo quiero dinero también, hermano. Sí, claro. Okay, to have. And this is another irregular verb. So, boom, let's do this. Tener. Yo tengo. Tú tienes. Ella, usted. Tiene. Nosotros tenemos. And again, we see nosotros jump back to regular. Ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. Now, what you can do for practice and homework. You know how to say people have things, people want things. You may not know how to say the thing, but that's easy. You look it up and you create yourself a vocabulary list and you practice with. Ella tiene el dinero. Yo quiero el dinero. So play with it like that, back and forth. Boom, boom. All right. So now, another thing I want to show you when we jump from tener, which means to have, is tener que. Tener que. So do not separate the phrase tener que. Don't try to translate it separately. Tener que. Repítelo. Tener que. Tener que. And tener que meaning to have to. So to have to do something. Expressing obligation. Okay? Obligation. This is how you express obligation. To have, I'm going to put in quote, in parentheses, obligation. Obligación. Okay? To have obligation. So there's a difference between to have. Yo tengo el teléfono. Yo tengo que recibir una llamada. I have to receive a call. You see the difference? Something that has not yet happened, but it's an obligation. Yo tengo que recibir. I have to receive. So we can't separate tener que and try to say tengo, I have, que, that, what. No. Remember, keep it together. Keep it together. This is where beginners fall short of perfection. They say, I can't understand anything. It's because you want to fall into the habit of translating things word by word instead of recognizing phrases. Okay. Tener que. Now, all we do is conjugate tener the same way. So let's do this. Good thing is, when you have tener que, the verb to follow, let me show you. You don't conjugate. When you have tener que, the second verb, the verb to follow, you don't conjugate. Okay? So you say, man, what are you talking about? I got you. I got you right there. It's no problem. It's no problem. I have you. Okay, so let's say I have to study. How do you say to study? Estudiar. Estudiar. To study. Now, with Spanish, you have to study. So how do you think you say, I have to study? Send you a message here. I'm not going to tell you. You say it. Remember, the second verb, which is estudiar, you don't conjugate. So how do you say, I have to study? Didn't lose you yet, did I? Should be easy, no? Have to study. How do you say, I have to study? Did everyone leave me? No one's entering. I have to study? Okay, good, good, good. Great. Tengo que estudiar. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Tengo que estudiar. And that much already, you're starting to develop your sentences and thought patterns just that easy within an hour. Now, are you going to remember? Depending on how much practice you do. Tengo que estudiar. Tengo que estudiar. Let me show you something easy to help you with pronunciation. This is a great tool to use. Let's see here. I'm going to put a link here. And this tool here, if you use that, you can put the phrase or the word in and hear the sound, how to practice the sound, because it's important that you practice the sound. Start speaking what you know from day one, because if not, then you're going to get into a habit of reading and writing, but when someone says it to you, you're not going to understand what's being said. Okay? So, how do you say, I have to practice? How do you say, we have to clean? We have to clean. I have to practice. We have to clean. Let's do that. Let's do that. Like I said, I have a few things here I'm going to go over, and it's going to be a little bit more than just basic, but it's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Some important things. Okay. So let's see. I have to practice. I have to clean. We have to clean. Try those. Anybody? Okay. All right. So now let's do this. There you go. Bien hecho. Bien hecho. Bien hecho. Muy bien hecho. Muy bien hecho. Muy bien hecho. Muy bien hecho. We already putting sentences. Anybody out there is their first Spanish class? This ain't Duolingo, brother, sister. This is not Duolingo. You're going to get some knowledge today. You're going to get some speaking ability. It's funny. I've heard many people say, yeah, I've been practicing with Duolingo, but I don't seem to get it. Because Duolingo is a word game. It's not a speaking tool. It's a vocabulary builder, but it's not a speaking tool. Good, good, good. All right. Good. Okay. So now remember, as we're going, if anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and just drop the questions in the comments there. And let's see. I want to do this. Remember, this is going to be a free class every week. Around the same time, it may change. Maybe Saturday or Friday, but we'll keep you up. Keep you up. We will keep you up in there. All right. So, going to switch topics a little bit. Okay, if you want to donate, yes, I do take donations. If you want to donate, you can donate on Cash App at Andalus Learning. But if you don't donate, it's okay. It's still free. It's still free. This is going to be every week. Why? Because this is what I do. Okay, okay. All right. So now let's do this. Let's do this. Let's change phases a little bit. Going to amp it up a little bit. When I say don't think about translating word for word. Now, if you already know this and you're familiar with this next phrase, it's okay. Please try to guess what this means. No es poco común. No es poco común. So, let's see. Does anybody know what that means? No es poco común. No es poco común. No es poco común. Now, it doesn't mean what it looks like it means. This is why I'm showing you this example. This is why I'm showing you this example. No es poco común. What do you think that means? If you know it, good. If not, you're going to learn today. No es poco común. No es poco común. Anybody know what that means? Send a message to me. Almost, almost, casi. No es poco común. No es poco común. Okay, so we would say, I just want to show you this. Okay, I'll tell you what it means, then I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Don't try to translate word by word, but phrase by phrase. No es poco común. Eso significa it's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. You see? No es. It's not. Uncommon. Almost. Good job. You almost had it. But yeah, it's not uncommon. So sometimes we have to make sure we understand we're focusing on phrases instead of word by word. No es poco común. It's not uncommon. Okay. Okay. So we looked at tener que. We looked at no es poco común. Y let's see. I think I want to give you another one. No cabe duda. What means this? What is the meaning of no cabe duda? No cabe duda. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. Anybody? Try that. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. Uh-huh. Okay. So I'm going to put this one back up here then. I'm going to no cabe duda. So, okay, the question is, doesn't un poco mean a little, or am I getting mixed up? Yes, exactly. Un poco means a little. But remember, this is not saying un poco. It's saying no es poco común. So you are right. Un poco means a little. But this is saying no es poco común. So take the block together. Don't separate the words. Don't separate the words. No es poco común. It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. Okay? No es poco común. It's not uncommon. You are right. Yes, that is correct. Un poco means a little. But you have to hear the whole thing. No es poco común. Listen to the rhythm and the flow. Rhythm is the dancer, is the soul companion. I know, I know, I know. Old school song, right? Yes. Okay, so listen. No es poco común. No es poco común. No es poco común. No es poco común. So repeat that to yourself so you can hear the flow and the rhythm, the cadence, as we say, the cadence of the sound. No es poco común. Next one. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. Anybody want to take a guess at that one? Remember, we can't translate word by word. These are phrase by phrase. Anybody? No cabe duda. 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 Almost, almost. Almost, almost. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. Okay, so no cabe duda. Let's see. That also is sort of like what we would say idiom. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. No cabe duda. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. So listen for, again, the connection, the whole phrase. No cabe duda. There is no doubt. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. No cabe duda. Okay? So practice hearing the phrases together as opposed to Duolingo style, word by word. Okay, so we have no cabe duda. We have tener que, no es poco común, not uncommon. Okay, so let's do this. I want to go over, no, that's going to be, no, I'm not going to use that one. That's a little bit advanced, not right now today. Okay, so let's do this. Let's look at some word bank structures. Word bank structures, okay? Es, it is. Es. It is, or it's. Muy. Very. Importante. I think you know where I'm going with this. We're building some sentence structures. I think you know where I'm going with this. We're building some structures. Okay, so es muy importante. That means it's very important. Right? Right. So now let's do this. I give you, let's see, a few verbs. Remember, this you don't have to conjugate. Es muy, I'm going to give you my first structure, then you can follow the rest. Es muy importante limpiar. What do you think that means? Es muy importante limpiar. Es muy importante limpiar. It's very important to clean. Limpiar, to clean. Es muy importante comer. Es muy importante comer saludable. Healthy. Es muy importante comer saludable. It's very important to eat healthy. So let's do this. You have to participate as well. We have a phrase, es muy importante. Why don't you put a few verbs at the end? Remember, that verb that comes after, we don't have to conjugate. So, es muy importante. Tell me a few phrases. Es muy importante comer saludable. It's very important to eat healthy. Es muy importante limpiar la casa. To clean the house. Es muy importante. Es muy importante. Okay. Descansar. Reposar. To rest. So create some phrases. Create some phrases. Es muy importante. Descansar, limpiar. ¿Qué más? Es muy importante. Practicar. We already have that one there. Es muy importante practicar. Es muy importante. Es muy importante. You can check out my channel for some other videos as far as the alphabet because the fundamentals are very important. A lot of people will try to sell you snake oil, midnight oil, and say, yeah, you don't have to worry about the fundamentals. Nah, you do, because when it comes down to it, that's how you train your ear to hear. Start with the fundamentals. El alfabeto, los números, because you count your own money. Don't trust anyone to count your money for you, right? And the fundamentals. So that's why I like to start off with two important verbs, querer and tener. Because you can say, yo quiero taxi. You want a taxi. You see how easy that is? That helps you a long way. Yo quiero hotel. I want a hotel. Yo quiero limpiar. I want to clean. Such as that. Es muy importante hacer ejercicio. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Es muy importante estudiar. Okay. Importante. Te. Don't forget the te at the end. My English students here in Colombia, they also sometimes they they fall into a habit because a lot of Spanish words in Espanol end in vowels, vocales, and they fall into the habit of not pronouncing the double consonant words at the end. And I tell them, you have to practice because here you see, I've been speaking English for over, I'm not going to tell you, quite some time. And you come to me, if you don't say it right, it's hard to understand. So that's why it's very important. Es muy importante pronunciar las palabras correctamente. There's one. Yeah, that's good. Es muy importante ejercitar. To exercise. Es muy importante pronunciar las palabras. Correctamente. Es muy importante. Sí. Sí. So, any questions thus far? Questions. I'll take questions from the class. Please. I love questions. It could be about anything. It doesn't have to be about this particular subject, what we're doing. Es muy importante respirar. Bien hecho, bien hecho. That's a good one. Es muy importante respirar. Respirar. You're going to have to practice that. Respirar. Because that's respirar. It's not respirar. It's not el sapo. Respirar. No, it's respirar. Respirar. Okay. It's a good one. How to roll the R in Spanish. Okay, so let me move in so you can see because it's the positioning of the tongue. When I was younger, I was told to practice making a motorcycle sound. As you can see, it's not it's so you put the tongue, you raise the tongue up higher, closer to, let me say, Richard. So you have the tongue not touching the top, but you raise it a little bit more. The is a different thing. Yeah, they're written the same, but it's a totally different sound. So of course, you have to make sure your teeth are like this. Sometimes to practice, you may stick out your bottom teeth a little more. You raise your tongue and you blow. Don't worry. I'll clean the screen. So it's an exercise, physical as well as mental too. So speaking another language is also a physical vocal exercise as well as a mental exercise. Because believe you me, one time I was out with a friend, we were having dinner, and me being able to speak both languages, I understood where he was coming from when he was trying to say a few things, and the people we were with couldn't understand him. So I had to translate. He said, "That's exactly what I said. How come they didn't understand me?" I said, "No, that's not exactly what you said. It's what you were trying to say, but the matter is in the sound. I can understand what you're saying because I speak both languages and I can understand where you're trying to go. So I can bridge the gap. But they don't speak English, so they don't know the base that you're coming from. That's why I can help you out." It's okay, okay, right, right. So to practice the it's like raise the tongue, let it loose, blow the air, blow. It's not a it's not a it's okay. So Star Wars. Anybody watch Star Wars? Chewbacca. That's important. Rico. Okay, okay. Any more questions? You're making it easy. I know I'm good, but I'm not that good. No questions about anything? Okay. So I'll give you a few minutes. Ask questions. It's going to take practice. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it overnight. It's going to take practice. It's going to take practice. You got to just keep practicing and keep practicing. It's a loosening of the tongue. It's a positioning. Rico, 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 re, reposo, reposo, r, 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 r. Yeah, it's gonna take some practice. I'll be honest with you, I've been doing that r, r of the R for a long time. And it's gonna take some practice. Wherever city you live in, I'm sure there's a lot of Spanish speakers, people who speak Espanol. Partner up with them. They'll be happy that you're trying to learn the language. One thing I always tell people, no matter how confident you are always better after you try. So don't lack confidence when you're trying to practice. If you run across someone and you're trying to speak their language and they say you stop speaking because you're not speaking it right, you need to run from that person because that person is the devil. Yes, I said it. So what you do is anybody, no matter where they're from, if you put the effort to learn their language and they understand you're trying to practice, they appreciate that. Unless, like I said, they're the devil. Then you don't need to be around the devil, do you? ¿Cuál es la mejor manera para practicar el español? Bueno, ¿cuál es la mejor manera para practicar español? Ok, la mejor manera para practicar español es practicar todos los días, por lo menos una hora. Oh, this is a basic class. Okay, so practice every day for at least 1 hour. When you see someone who speaks Spanish, try to say some few phrases with them. Tell them you are learning Spanish. That is why you have to practice. So don't listen to reggaeton. If you don't understand Spanish, you're not full fluidity, don't listen to reggaeton because they're going to get you confused with colloquial words. New words sometimes come out every day. So find a song on YouTube. Listen to the lyrics. Practice with the lyrics. So you take a song at a time. Learn the lyrics, learn the sound. The sound to pronounce correctly is important because you have to train your ear. Tiene que entrenar el oído para hear the correct sound and repeat the correct sound, regurgitation. So, let's see. Esa persona es un diablo. Diablito, sí. Okay. Let's see. Any more common phrases that don't translate word for word? Any more common phrases that don't translate word for word? There are a lot of common phrases that don't translate word for word. Let's see. I had one here. No cabe duda. Tener que. I want to make sure it's on a beginning level because we build up and build up. It's like, let me see. Let me think of some other word. That doesn't come and translate for us. That doesn't translate word for word. Okay, so here's a good one. Here's a good one. This may be a little bit advanced. We know the verb ir, meaning to go, no? Yes, but irse, meaning to leave. Irse, meaning to leave. But then that's a whole new conjugation phrase. Let's see. Any ones that don't come and translate. It's a word. So here's one. What we call modismos. Pone el loro en el palo y déjalo. Así. Pone el loro en el palo y déjalo así. Pone el loro en el palo y déjalo así. Now, you can translate that as going to say put the parrot on the stick and leave it like that, but that means don't pay attention to what they saying. They just repeating a bunch of gibberish. No presta atención. Let me see, what else? Okay, here's one that doesn't translate. No des papaya. This is common. No des papaya. Don't give no des papaya. Don't give the papaya. No des papaya. That means don't be flashy. No des papaya. Don't be flashy. Don't make yourself a target. No des papaya. No des papaya. Don't be flashy. Don't make yourself a target. Ajá, Miss Lang, I sent you the link. ¿Por qué no quieres asistir a la clase en vivo? No des papaya. That's one that doesn't translate for word by word. That's important. Don't be flashy. In other words, you come to visit certain place and certain things, you don't need to bring your gold chains. You don't need to bring a bunch of jewelry. You don't need to be nice, fancy clothes. Just dress down, be regular. You'll enjoy it just as much as you would if you brought your jewelry, gold chains, and you were flashy. Don't know that's papaya, meaning don't make yourself a target because people sometimes look at that as an opportunity. The less opportunity, the more easier it is in life. The less opportunity for someone to do some harm, bad, I should say. Let's see, any other phrases I can think of. One says, what's tough are the words more than one definition. What's tough are the words that have more than one definition. You are right, my friend. You are right. It's kind of tough, but let's look at it like this. What we want to do is think of the context, think of the whole phrase, because if it has more than one definition, it's going to be a context with that entire definition when it's being said. So if we keep thinking translation in phrases as opposed to word by word, that problem becomes eliminated. And anytime that you come across something new, make sure you learn it in context, okay? Make sure you learn it in context. Make sure you learn it in context. Let's see. Can I think of anything else that has, let's see. Ok. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Ok, aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Although the monkey dresses in silk, monkey, it remains. So what do you think that means? Although the monkey dresses in silk, monkey, it remains. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda. Now, if you try to translate that word by word, you're not going to really get the meaning. However, I think there's one in English that you would say if you put, what is it? If you put lipstick and a wig on a pig, it's still a pig, right? If you put lipstick and a wig on a pig, it's still a pig. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here's one. This is a little bit more basic. De nuevo. De nuevo. De nuevo. De nuevo. Look at that word by word translation. Somebody tell me what word by word translation for de nuevo is. Then I'll tell you what it means and what it signifies. De nuevo. De nuevo. If you look at that word for word translation, it means someone, come on, tell me. Right, of new. You see? So this is where you step your level to Spanish transition too. So you say de nuevo, let me show you, means again. Tú es. So make sure you hear the combination, de nuevo. Just don't focus on nuevo, de nuevo, de nuevo, de nuevo. Again, right? Again. Mm-hmm. De nuevo means again. Let's see. I'm sure you've heard otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Mm-hmm. Exactamente. These posts are coming in a little bit slow here. If there's a storm in somewhere along the transmission line or in the clouds are coming, I don't know what it is. But let's see. De nuevo. Otra vez. Again. De nuevo. Otra vez. So that's a sinónimo de otra vez. De nuevo. De nuevo. All right. So what I want you to do is practice next week. Come back with your questions. Any more questions? I can stick around for a minute or two, a few minutes. We have any more questions? Let's see, let me go ahead and connect my charger. There we go. Gracias. Cable de poder. Tú me quieres dejar y yo no quiero sufrir. Okay. Okay, I find por qué and por qué confusing. So let's do this. Make sure you hear it right, because when it's question form, it's like this. And we say, ¿por qué? You hear the intonation? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? The question, ¿por qué? And the reasoning is, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué? So you hear the intonation, slight intonation. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué está confundido? ¿Por qué? No entiendo. ¿Por qué está confundido? ¿Por qué? No entiendo. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? So you have to listen to the slight intonation. Any good tongue twisters? Oh, okay. Any good tongue twister sentence to help practice with Spanish tongue twister sounds? Oh, yes. Traba lenguas. Yes, good. Bien hecho, bien hecho. Traba lenguas. Se llama traba lenguas. Yes, traba lenguas. Okay. Pablito clavó un clavito, que clavo, clavito, clavito. Okay, so Pablito clavó un clavito. ¿Qué clavito? ¿Qué clavito? Clavó Pablito. That's a good one to start. It's one of the ones I learned in the beginning. Pablito clavó un clavito, que clavito clavó Pablito. Pablito clavó un clavito, que clavito clavó Pablito. Pablito clavó un clavito, que clavito clavó Pablito. Pablito clavó un clavito. ¿Qué clavito clavó Pablito? 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 Sometimes I even get mixed up. Yes, yes, yes. Good. I think that's good. I think I'm going to make sure I give a tongue twister every week. And of course, this will be on YouTube, so you can play back as often as you like. Yes, yes, yes. Con mucho gusto. Oh, there's another one. Common one. Con gusto. That means like, how do you say, you're welcome, no? Yeah. Somebody pointed out to me, he said, man, you've been in Colombia too long. You're starting to lose your English skills. I said the other day, when I go from Colombia, he said, no, we don't say go from Colombia. I said, dag nabbit. How about that? Because go from, meaning leave, is said in Spanish, irse, me voy, I leave. So I was saying, when I go from Colombia, I said, they said, man, we don't say that. Don't work like that. I said, dag nabbit. It's all good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Con gusto. That's one, con gusto. Common phrase. You said common phrase. I don't try to say. Con gusto. Y que más? That's regional. Sometimes some phrases are going to be regional too. Okay? So not every phrase is going to be used everywhere. Like, for example, let me see. They don't say this here in Colombia. Que lo que? Que lo que is Dominican Republic for what's up. República Dominicana, what's up? That's very colloquial. If you meet someone's parents for the first time or you meet a person of respect, don't say que lo que. You say que tal or como está usted. Don't say que lo que. Now, if you're in the streets and you meet the tigre, it's the guy always trying to shine your shoes, and you say, I didn't want my shoes shined. And when you stop to cross the street, he tried to jump down, shine your shoes, ask you for something. You look at him and you say, oye, manito, que lo que? Que lo que? I didn't ask you to shine my shoes. Don't think you're going to solicit money out of me for something I did not ask you to do for me. Que lo que? Let's see. Colombia, we say que más. Oh, ¿qué tal? And that's like, what's up in Colombia? Or should I say Antioquia, Colombia? Olopero. Chela, cuídate de Olopero. Ah, ¿qué hubo pues? ¿Qué hubo pues? ¿Qué hubo pues? Right. ¿Qué hubo pues? ¿Qué hubo pues? Ah, ¿qué es lo que? Dime a ver, maní. Oye, dímelo, manito. ¿Qué es lo que? ¿Qué es lo que? Okay, okay. So, well, we have been going for almost an hour and 20 minutes now. Any more questions? I'll wrap up the session. Remember, you can play back. ¿Qué es lo que? Sí, oh, sí, sí, yes, abreviado. Right, yeah, definitivamente. So when you're writing and people are texting, they put ¿qué lo que? ¿Qué lo que, maní? Dame luz. Monta, monta, ¿qué lo que? Okay, how can people sign up? Okay, so if you want classes, one-on-one classes, you can email me at elandaluslearning@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. And I give private classes. Send me an email. I give private classes in English and Spanish. Mm-hmm. Enseño la clase en inglés y español también. Dale. ¿Listo? Okay. So, any more questions? We're about to wrap up this session. And if I get more people who want to speak, I'm going to also be sending the message out to people who speak Spanish, want to learn English. I'm going to be doing a class for English as well. Just got to get more people to assist the class, to attend the class. All right. All right. Okay. Well, it looks like it's about time for me to say goodbye. Everybody, if there are no more questions, I would like to say thank you, and I'll be signing off. I'll give you one more minute to post a question, anything. Looks like the answer to that, any more questions, is no. Okay, one comment. Okay. Okay. Con mucho gusto, con mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Con mucho gusto. Ok. Bueno, damas, caballeros, hasta la próxima. Until next time. Ciao.